Assalamu alaikum. I am Aksadri and I am student of UET Faisalabad campus and my discipline is Electrical and Electronics Engineering. We have done a project related to the subject wireless communication under the supervision of Mr. Azim Iqbal. My group member is Atiya Riaz and we are going to give a short presentation on the topic Massive MIMO Hybrid Beamforming. The main objectives of our project are massive MIMO, beamforming and massive MIMO hybrid beamforming. The topics that we covered in this presentation are massive MIMO, beamforming, massive MIMO hybrid beamforming, challenges, techniques of hybrid beamforming, MATLAB implementation of hybrid beamforming, MATLAB implementation of massive MIMO hybrid beamforming. So what is massive MIMO? MIMO stands for multiple input, multiple output. It involves multiple technologies. MIMO can essentially be boiled down to this single principle: a wireless network that allows the transmitting and receiving of more than one data signal simultaneously over the same radio channel. And massive MIMO is an extension of MIMO which essentially groups together antennas at the transmitter and receiver to provide better throughput and better spectrum efficiency. So let's discuss how large-scale antenna systems or massive MIMO technologies can help to implement 5G. As we know, the demand for wireless throughput, communication reliability and user density will always increase. Massive MIMO technology is being developed for 5G wireless communication systems because many users can be served simultaneously with very high throughput. Processing techniques such as beamforming can concentrate the signal energy from massive MIMO antenna arrays to overcome the propagation losses inherent in high frequency transmission in 5G systems. Beamforming. Beamforming is a technique that focuses a wireless signal towards a specific receiving device rather than having the signal spread in all directions from a broadcast antenna as it normally would. The resulting more direct connection is faster and more reliable than it would be without beamforming. Hybrid beamforming. As the word hybrid makes a sense in our mind that anything that is a mixture of other things, especially two other things, is called hybrid. Hybrid beamforming combines analog beamforming with digital precoding to intelligently form the patterns transmitted from a large antenna array, and the same technique is used at the receiver end to create desired receiver pattern. As we have discussed the terms like MIMO, massive MIMO, beamforming, hybrid beamforming, so let's discuss how we can combine all these technologies to meet the demands of the world of technology. As we know, the growing end demand for high data rate and more user capacity increases the need to use the available spectrum more efficiently. Multi-user MIMO improves the spectrum efficiency by allowing a base station transmitter to communicate simultaneously with multiple mobile station receivers using the same time frequency resources. Massive MIMO allows the number of base station antenna elements to be on the order of tens or hundreds, thereby also increasing the number of data streams in a cell to a large value. So let's take a deep inside look how the functionality of MIMO is different from massive MIMO. Massive MIMO is an extension of multi-user MIMO in which the base station transmitter simultaneously communicates with multiple mobile station receivers using the same time frequency resources, improving the spectrum efficiency. MIMO implementation starts with a 2x2 channel antenna array. Massive MIMO systems typically have hundreds or even thousands of antenna channels in the array. Despite of its advantages, massive MIMO has some limitations. Let's discuss some of them. First one is power consumption. To meet the 5G standards and millimeter wave range for the next generation of wireless communication systems, massive MIMO incorporates intelligent array design and make use of special signal processing techniques including beamforming. Second one is channel reciprocity. Massive MIMO can work in both frequency division duplex and time division duplex transmission modes. In 5G, massive MIMO performs best in time Division duplex mode, where the channel estimation is based on channel reciprocity. Channel state information. In wireless communication, channel state information refers to known channel properties of a communication link. This information describes how a signal propagates from the transmitter to receiver and represents the combined effect of scattering, fading, and power decay with distance. The transmitter allows for pre-coding to be applied to maximize the signal energy in the direction and channel of interest. Under the assumption of a slowly varying channel, this is facilitated by sounding the channel first. The base station sounds the channel by using a reference transmission that the mobile station receiver uses to estimate the channel. The mobile station transmits the channel estimation information back to the base station for calculation of the pre-coding needed for the subsequent data transmission. The following scheme shows the processing for the channel sounded model. In beamforming itself, there are some limitations. Here are some techniques to overcome these limitations. First one is wideband hybrid beamforming. In wideband orthogonal frequency division multiplexing systems, however, analog beamformers can't have different weights across subscribers. For strongly frequency selective channels, such beamformers extending over the whole available band adapt to the average channel state. Another important issue in the existing design of hybrid beamforming is control signaling coverage. While narrow analog beams are preferred for user-specific data transmission, wide beams are preferred for broadcasting control signal to all UEs. This problem may be solved easily by splitting signaling and data planes so that they are transmitted at different carrier frequencies. For the massive MIMO systems operated at centimeter wave frequencies, however, the splitting architecture is not necessarily needed. Second one is average CSI based hybrid beamforming. Recent research has considered analog beamforming based on slowly varying second order statistic of the channel state information at the base station. The beamforming significantly reduces the dimension of the effective instantaneous channel state information for digital beamforming within each coherent fading block by taking advantage of a small angular spread at the base station. Hybrid beamformers using average channel state information for the analog part also provided closed form approximation for the optimum beamformer in MIMO systems. For the multi-user case, they proposed a scheme called joint spatial division multiplexing, which considered a hybrid beamforming base station and single antenna UEs to further elevate downlink feedback burden. UEs with similar transmit channel covariance are grouped together and intergroup interference is suppressed by an analog precoder based on the BD method. Third one is decoupling of analog and digital beamformer. To find the optimal beamformers, one need to first design the digital beamformer for each snapshot of the channel and then derive the analog beamformer based on their long-term time average, making their mathematical treatment difficult. For SU MIMO, where a UE is equipped with a single RF chain and multiple antennas, the optimal analog combiner is intuitively the strong eigen mode of the UE side channel covariance. This was from my side. Now Athiya Riaz will proceed further.
Let's focus on how hybrid beamforming works. Modern wireless communication systems use spatial multiplexing to improve the data throughput within the system in a scatter-rich environment. In order to send multiple data streams through the channel, a set of pre-coding and combining weights are derived from the channel matrix. Then each data stream can be independently recovered. Those weights contain both magnitude and phase terms and are normally applied in a digital domain. In a system below, each antenna is connected to a unique transmit and receiver module. On a transmit side, the number of transmit switches is smaller than the number of antenna elements. To provide more flexibility, each antenna element can be connected to one or more transmitter modules. In addition, analog phase shifters can be inserted between each transmitter module and antenna to provide some limited steering capability. The configuration on the receiver side is similar. The maximum number of data streams that can be supported by this system is smaller than the number of transmitted elements and receiver elements. In this configuration, it is no longer possible to apply digital weights on each antenna element. Instead, the digital weights can only be applied at each RF chain. At the element level, the signal is adjusted by analog phase shifters, which only changes the phase of the signal. Thus, the pre-coding or combining are actually done in two stages. Because this approach performs beamforming in both digital and analog domains, it is referred as hybrid beamforming. MATLAB implementation of hybrid beamforming. Let's focus on the explanation of the code we implemented in MATLAB. We used a Thugnal matching pursuit algorithm for a single user system and a joint spectral division multiplexing technique for a multi-user system to determine the digital baseband FBB and RF analog FRF pre-coding weights for the selected system configuration. For a single user system, the OMP partitioning algorithm is sensitive to the array response vectors. Ideally, these response vectors account for all the scatters seen by the channel, but these are unknown for an actual system and channel realization. So a random set of rays within a three-dimensional space to cover as many scatters as possible is used. For a multi-user system, GSDM groups users with similar transmit channel covariance together and suppresses the intergroup interference by an analog precoder based on the block diagonalization method. Here each user is assigned to be in its own group, thereby leading to no reduction in the sounding or feedback overhead. Here is the result of MATLAB implementation of hybrid beamforming. From the output, we can see that for a wideband OFDM system model, the analog weights MFRF are the average weights over the multiple subcarriers. The array response pattern shows distinct data streams represented by the stronger lobes. These lobes indicate the spread or spreadability achieved by beamforming. MATLAB implementation of massive MIMO hybrid beamforming. The first step in massive MIMO hybrid beamforming is data transmission. The process models an architecture where each data stream maps to an individual RF chain and each antenna element is connected to each RF chain. This is shown in the following diagram. Next, we configure the system's data transmitter. This processing includes channel coding, bit mapping to complex symbols, splitting of the individual data stream to multiple transmit streams, baseband pre-coding of the transmit streams, OFDM modulation with pilot mapping, and RF analog beamforming for all the transmit antennas employed. Let's discuss the process of data transmission and reception. The block diagram shows hybrid beamforming structure at the base station, where we assume a downlink transmission from the base station, which acts as a transmitter, to the UE, which acts as a reception. The classification is applicable to millimeter wave bands. At the transmitter, a baseband digital precoder FBB processes NS data streams to produce NRF outputs, which are up-converted to RF and mapped via an analog precoder FRF to NBS antenna elements for transmission. The structure at receiver is similar. An analog beamformer combines RF signal from antenna to create output, which are down-converted to baseband and further combined using a matrix producing signal for detection or decoding. Each analog precoder output can be a linear combination of all RF signals. Complexity reduction at the price of a somewhat reduced performance can be achieved when each RF chain can be connected only to a subset of antenna elements. Let's see how a signal propagates. The method offers an option for special MIMO channel and a simpler static flat MIMO channel for validation purposes. The scattering model uses a single bounce rate tracing approximation with a parameterized number of scatters. We use 100 number of scatters. The scattering option models the scatters placed randomly within a sphere around the receiver, similar to the one-ring model. The channel models allow path loss modeling and both line-of-sight and non-line-of-sight propagation conditions. We assume non-line-of-sight propagation and isotropic antenna element patterns with linear or rectangular geometry. The same channel is used for both sounding and data transmission. The data transmission has a longer duration and is controlled by a number of data symbols parameters. The channel evolution between the sounding and transmission stages is modeled by prepending the preamble signal to the data signal. The preamble primes the channel to a valid state for the data transmission and is ignored from the channel output. For a multi-user system, independent channels per users are modeled. Receive amplification and signal recovery. The receiver model per user compensates for the path lost by amplification and adds thermal noise. Like the transmitter, the receiver used in a MIMO OFDM system contains many stages including OFDM demodulation, MIMO equalization, CAM demapping, and channel decoding. For the MIMO system model, the displayed receive constellation of the equalized symbols offer a qualitative assessment of the reception. The actual bit error rate offers the quantitative figure by comparing the actual transmitted bits with the received decoded bits per user. Advantages of massive MIMO hybrid beamforming. Increased data stream. Massive MIMO allows the number of base station antenna elements to be on the order of tens or hundreds, thereby also increasing the number of data streams in a cell to a large value. The next generation 5G wireless system use millimeter wave bands to take advantage of their wider bandwidth. Maximize spectral efficiency. Compared to current wireless system, the wavelength in the millimeter wave band is much smaller. Although this allows an array to contain more elements within the same physical dimension, it becomes much more expensive to provide one transmit-receive module or RF chain for each antenna element. Hybrid transceivers are a practical solution as they use a combination of analog beamformers in the RF and digital beamformers in a baseband domains, with fewer RF chains than the number of transmit elements. Therefore, it is a unified solution to maximizing the spectral efficiency given the number of radio frequency chains. Compared with the existing work, massive MIMO hybrid beamforming can deal with different RF networks including networks of switches, variable phase shifters with different resolutions, and shifter plus switches. Efficient communication. There have been extensive researches on hybrid beamforming for massive MIMO to achieve huge spectral efficiency with reasonable cost and power consumption. The large-scale multiple input, multiple output system with hybrid beamforming is a promising communication technology due to its excellent trade-off between hardware complexity and system performance. Assuming perfect channel state information is acquired, we consider a single-cell downlink multi-user massive MIMO system working in a generic channel model with a hybrid structure that supports multiple streams per UE. Future work on massive MIMO hybrid beamforming. Further exploration. It allows you to explore different system configurations for a variety of channel models by changing a few system-wide parameters. The set of configurable parameters includes the number of users, number of data streams per user, number of transmit-receive antenna elements, array locations, and channel models. Adjusting these parameters, you can study the parameters' individual or combined effects on the overall system as examples vary. The number of users and their corresponding data streams to switch between multi-user and single-user system. The channel type, the number of phrases used for a single-user system. It's all about massive MIMO hybrid beamforming. Thank you.